Alright, so Touhou 8 Imperishable Night. My first clear of this game. Compared to the other two games, I'd say this game is a lot harder, especially especially stage 6 and 4. Those stages are just ridiculous. I mean, come on. Starting off stage 1, simple, pretty simple. Just trying to farm up spirit points and power points. So yeah, these fairies just come down, you can just shoot them. Okay, so as Wriggle comes in, her first kind of wave is pretty easy. Again, more fairies, pretty simple. Alright, so as the boss section starts, we start with a very similar bullet pattern to the pre-boss. Again, just weave through the bullets. Another thing I forgot to mention is that there is a team system in this game, so when you focus, you switch to your teammates. So here it's Marisa and Alice as a team that I'm playing as. This first spell card, again, the gaps are pretty wide. Just make sure to follow Wriggle as she moves to the left or right. This part, again, pretty simple. If you want to make things easier, you can destroy the orbs so that they can't shoot out bullets. But even if you don't destroy them, I mean, it's still really simple. Yep. Okay, little bug storm. The final spell card, I believe. Here, although they're crisscrossing bullets that make kind of annoying, they move pretty slowly, making it pretty simple to weave through. Again, just make sure to follow Wriggle, so you can end the spell card. And boom. And with each stage, if you collect enough time points, you're able to get a last spell card. And here's Wriggle's. It's just her last spell card. It's just her last one, but her normal last one, but the bullets move faster. And then if you're able to clear the final spell card, then you just get a lot of bonus score. That's it. And power points, I guess. Alright, stage 2. Again, it's pretty similar to stage 1, just shoot the enemies as they come onto the screen and farm. Difficulty isn't ramped up too much for stage 2. Again, keep farming. There drops a bomb, which is pretty nice, even though I don't really use all my bombs because I die before I can. Just vibing to the music. I really like this song. Alright, so as we enter stage 2 mid-boss, again, Mystia kind of has this thing of shooting out rings of green bolts. But they're pretty easy to dodge. Okay, her first spell card. Crisscrossing bullets again. Something in this game in crisscrossing bullets was pretty annoying to deal with. But again, these move pretty slow, and the gaps between them are pretty wide, so not that bad. Okay, stage 2 boss. Again with these rings. Here I'm avoiding trying to switch into focus mode so I can farm up time points. It's not really necessary, but I just like being the final spell card. Okay, first spell card again. Not first spell card. Second spell card. As these red bolts are shot directly at you, so just move a little bit to the side when they're shot, and then you can weave through the purple bullets. Again, bigger rings, I guess, but they move slower. And then here, if you stay in non-focus mode, you can destroy these so that they don't produce that many bullets. Okay, so here's the gimmick, the darkness kind of gimmick, I guess, where you can't see the screen, but this one isn't too bad. You can still see a lot, actually. It doesn't really do anything. And just be careful of the bullets that change into the red bullets. Okay, this next spell card, Song of the Night Sparrow, is basically just a harder version of the previous one, where the darkness actually kind of affects you now, but still it's not that bad. Yeah. Again, just weave through the bullets. They move pretty slow, so it's not that bad as well. And there's stage 2. Okay, in my opinion, Mystia's final spell card is pretty difficult. I don't know if I'm missing something, but I just can't seem to beat it most of the time. Like that bullet, too many bullets. I'm not sure if I beat it on this one. I don't think I did. Seeing as it's 0 4 on the top right. Did I live? Oh, I think I timed it out. Did I? I'm trying my best to follow. Yeah, I think I ran out of time. Alright. Stage 3. This is where the difficulty kind of ramps up a little bit. Especially with the stage part of stage 3. Like the part before the boss. Like there's so many bullets. Like bombing here is completely fine. Like it's actually way harder compared to stage 2. I think mainly because you can't shoot all of them before they shoot up a bunch of bullets, unlike stage 2. But like this is insane. Yeah, that part's pretty simple. Now we get Kine coming in. Keine. I don't know how to say it. Anyways, here you want to stay in human form, because if you switch to if you focus or you switch to yokai form, Kine actually shoots out more bullets. So yeah, you want to stay in human form as much as possible. Yeah, I'm switching, but very briefly. Okay, so first pyramid, pretty simple. As the pro bullets are shot at you, just move out the way. And then make sure you get into the gaps as well. And here you get a bomb. I mean a 1-up, sorry. Which is pretty nice. Here I like to move along left to right, and then right to left here. And shoot all the enemies. Okay, for these fairies, I like to just focus. I like to switch to yokai form and just move slowly down. Same here. Just move slowly down. And switch over. Perfect. Get a bomb here. Completely useless for me, but sure. Alright, again here, stay in human form. And then here, I would practice dodging in human form, or non-focus move. Alright, here, this spell card, Ephemerality 137, however you say it. The bolts switch from the left to right side, so when the bolts are shot on the left side, move towards the right, and then when the bolts are shot on the right side, move towards the left. And make sure you get through the gaps so you don't get trapped on both sides. You're almost timing out, but we're fine. Okay, here it's the bolts are pretty slow here, so you can just stay focused on the bottom and just move through the gaps pretty easily without running into much trouble. Okay, and for this part, stay in human form again. Okay, so for this part, I felt that the spell card was a little weird. Sometimes the for the red part especially, the bolts don't line up really well, so you kind of have to fit through tiny gaps. But if they don't align, you can just try to move through them as best as you can. Okay, last spell card. Here, I like to stay at the bottom, and then since the bolts are the same every time, I just move a little bit to the right, then move back towards the center, then move towards the left, then move back towards the center, and that should be enough to beat it most of the time. And then just repeat if it isn't. Last spell card, Kine's last spell card is pretty easy. Just start a little bit left of the center, and then move towards the right. While dodging the lasers, and then move back towards the left, and that should be enough to beat it. Okay, now for the infamous stage 4. Oh man, this stage was a pain. Alright. Both the stage and the boss are just, like, really hard. Like, harder than the previous stage 4s for sure. Actually, I don't know. PCB's stage 4 is pretty bad as well. But I think this one is worse. Okay, here you just want to try to shoot these fairs down as fast as possible. Again, two sides, start on one side, switch to the other side. Yep. Here, again, shoot them as fast as possible. And then for this part, get ready for the fairies. Lots start showing up at once. Right, left side, left side again. And you have to cross through bullets to switch sides, which is kind of the hard part of the stage. And then if you miss, if you fail to kill one of them, this happens, and it's pretty bad, and you have to bomb. So yeah, that's kind of like the premise of this stage. Anyways, here we get to fight Reimu. Very nice. So for this first part, I like to just stay in focus mode, and then move away from the stream of bullets, the stream of Ofuda, if you will. And then move back towards the center once the stream is gone. Okay, duplex barrier. Here you just stay at the bottom and then just move through the gaps. And then once you start shooting these lines, they don't hinder you too much, but sometimes they can get in the way. Just move to the side where they're not shot at, and you should be fine. Or you can move through them like me if you're crazy. But it's pretty, it's a little bit risky. Again here, I like to just stay in focus mode and just move through the bullets. This one's not too bad. Reimu moves around a lot, which is really annoying because it's hard to stay under her. Especially as Marisa and Alice, where you kind of have to. Okay, here the bullets come at you really fast, so just stay at the bottom. And then between waves, try to move to an open area so you don't get caught between bullets. I don't think I was that good at this spell card when at the time of playing this. Let's see if I beat it. I do. Awesome. Alright, and then Reimu retreats. This BS stage part starts again, so again, try to destroy the fairies that shoot bullets directed towards you. The ones with the circles around them. I destroy those first because they can cause issues if they don't die. As you can see, I didn't kill that one and I get stuck in a corner. Alright, as Reimu comes back, this part is pretty easy, just fall under her, and when she shoots, just switch to the other side. Okay, Evil Sealing Circle. This one of the more iconic spell cards of Reimu. Like here, you can just start in the middle and move to the left, and then about somewhere you're gonna start having to move to the right. But the Ofuda bullets kind of guide you to where you need to go, and then just make sure you don't get hit by the bullets as well. As Marisa and Alice, this spell card takes a long time because you can't really stay under Reimu. Kind of have to move from side to side. But you should be able to beat it in time, as long as you're full power. Okay, this part is the same part as the previous one, except she shoots yin yang orbs as well. So you need to. So what I like to do is just stay in focus mode, so they're not a problem. Because sometimes when you switch to human form, you can run into them on accident and then just die, which sucks. So here I'm just staying in yokai form. This one, Fantasy Seal Concentrate, this one was pretty hard for me to figure out. But anyways, they switch from red to purple. But when they switch, when they switch to purple, you want to move up, so that you have enough room to move down under them. I didn't really do a good job of showing it because I just instantly bombed it. But anyways, here for Duplex Tamaku Barrier, I like to just move up and down near the center. It should be pretty intuitive where to move up and down from, but as long as you're staying near the center, you can try to end it as fast as possible. Again, I don't really show that great of a job since I just die instantly, or I die like here. Okay, so for this one, her last spell card. This one, I literally can't figure out what's going on. I don't know how to beat this consistently. I'm just trying to wing it. Yeah, I think this is my first time getting there as well, so I had no idea what I was doing. Okay, so here is 4B, and you are able to play the stage as Reimu, so that's what I'm doing here. Now on the Reimu Yukari combo. Alright, as we enter the boss section, we get to fight Marisa. What a surprise. In my opinion, I think Marisa on normal is a lot harder than Reimu. Maybe maybe that's just because I'm not used to star like movement, like her star debris patterns, but that's just my opinion. So alright, starting off first spell card Nokiwe, you have honestly, I think this is one of her harder spell cards. You have left and right movement as well as top down movement, so you have to like be wary of your surroundings, I guess. There is really no technique for this, you just have to be wary and dodge. Alright, next mid section, mid spell card section. Here just find your way through the gaps as you. Some of the bullet lines get really tight here, but luckily Reimu has a small hitbox, so you're able to fit through these. There, I get hit by that, unluckily. Alright, Stardust Reverie. Here you can just stay at the bottom, and it's pretty safe. So about where I am right now, and you basically just don't, nothing really comes your way, besides like a few stars. So yeah, just make your way through that, and repeat if needed. Again, this is the same, so probably gonna skip it as well. Okay, so Marisa comes back here. Here, the stars have weird movement. I don't really like this one. I find it really weird to dodge, but just stay away from the stars and you should be fine. Another thing I do want to mention, because I skipped over it, is that as Reimu, since she has her homing shot, if you do miss one of those fairies in the stage section, it's a little bit more forgiving with Reimu, since you can just, she can still kill the fairies even though you're not directly under it. Yeah, just wanted to bring that up. Anyways, non-directional laser. This is the same as Touhou 6 Stage 4 patches. Non-directional laser. I mean, it's pretty much the same concept. Just move left to right, move through the gaps. Pretty easy spell card. Alright, again, one more mid spell section. Here you have a cluster of stars. You just want to move through them. And here you get a big, just find the gap between that. That's the hardest part there. And here comes the iconic Master Spark. Just move from left to right, so start on the left side. Here I start on the left side, then as the laser's aimed at the left side, now I move to the right. And now I'm able to stay right under Marisa and get some damage in. And as the laser fades, move to the right side. And then now move back to the left, and now I'm able to stay under Marisa again, get some damage in, and then just repeat. Hardest part here is just avoiding the stars as the screen shakes. The screen shake is really annoying. And then last spell card, Earth Light Ray. Here you just move left, time your movements between the lasers. I honestly had a lot of trouble with this spell card. Couldn't get my timings correct. And then as you reach the edge, you can either move up or dash over to create space for you to switch directions. Here I had a bomb here, and yeah, that's it. Final spell card, Final Spark. This is just Mouse Spark, but like on steroids. So yeah, just a lot of screen shakes makes this really annoying. You always want to try to start underneath Marisa if possible, and yeah, that didn't really go out well for me. So yeah, that's 4B. Think it's harder than 4A, but anyways, yeah. Okay, stage 5. Definitely a bit challenging, but I believe it's easier than stage 4. Again, same thing, just destroy the rabbits as they come on the screen. Rabbits, bunnies, if you will. You want to destroy them as fast. You want to shoot them as fast as possible, since that'll give you the least amount of bullets to dodge. Here, just be careful about going to the top to collect points, because things like to spawn on the top all the time. Like that. Was lucky there and didn't die. That was pretty greedy, looking at that. Okay, Tei comes in. This one is pretty dumb. But anyways, crisscrossing bolts again, but now she shoots these strays of bolts. This one you have to move towards the right to not get caught. For the blue ones you want to move towards the left. Okay, her second kind of thing. Again, crisscrossing bullets, but again, they're pretty easy to move through as well. Just a little bit more challenging than like stage 2s, but once you figure it out, it's pretty easy. Like you can just move up through them. It's pretty simple. There I bombed because I didn't want to lose another life. Again, same thing, same deal here. Just shooting down the rabbits as fast as possible. Drops 2 bombs here, which is nice. Okay, Reisen's stage 5 boss. Very different kind of style in her Damaku, if you will. A lot of her spell cards are revolved around misdirection and illusions, I guess is kind of the best way to say it. Like that, where you can kind of move through the bullets temporarily. Here I like to move towards the center and then just move down. But sometimes that's a bit risky because you can get caught by the bullets right above you. But I haven't found a better way to do it, so. Here I get kind of stuck at the top, but again, kind of the same deal. Just nothing really to this, just move through the bullets. And it's actually bullets this time, like gun bullets. Okay, this spell card, I really like this one. I think it's really creative. Anyways, every time you need to move towards the top so you have enough time to shift down and you don't run out of space. So every time you need to find a new space. Yeah, kind of like that. And sometimes it's kind of hard with how it's moving to find a space. But it gets easier as you practice. Your bullets are shot at you, just get to the bottom of the screen. Again, this one a little bit harder than the other two, but should be able to find gaps, and then as the spell progresses, it gets easier. Okay, this one I like to stay in the center, and then move towards the bottom right, and then move through those 2 bullets, and then move back towards the center, and then repeat. Yeah, I'm not that good at this one. I almost always get hit trying to go through those 2 like turquoise bullets. But that's what bombs are for. Okay, last spell card, besides the final one obviously. Invisible Full Moon. I don't know how I just died there, but I like to move up towards the center. So when these bullets disappear, I like to move up about there and start moving down, and then kind of repeat. You get a feel for where you can move up to. Again, I get hit again. Nice. Okay, final spell card, Telemesmerism. This one I think is pretty difficult, especially if you're not used to sideways bullets. I think I die pretty fast here. Again, it's kind of the same where you need to find the gaps for the illusionary tunneling one, but this time it's like sideways, so it's a lot harder. Okay, stage 6. This final boss is like really hard. It's way harder than both 6 and 7 in my opinion. So I'm starting off with 6 lives, and I want you to keep note of that and how many I have after this stage. Okay, here there's a lot of free points. So if you weren't collecting points earlier in the game, here you can get caught up, I guess, and get your final life. There, I was way too slow. And we got caught by the next wave, but if you're E fast, usually it should be free points. Here I'm not destroying the fairies fast enough, but luckily I get saved by Eirin coming in. Okay, here usually I like to stay in human form a bit so I can destroy some of these blue bullets. And then switch to yokai form, but here in this run I just stay in yokai form and then I get trapped in the corner by these blue bullets. So yeah, make sure you stay in human form there to break some of those orbs so you don't get stuck. Okay, this spell card, this spell card gave me so much trouble. Earth and all pot, I mean, the just dodging the confined space, I guess, really tripped me up. Most of these spell cards I just bomb through because this is like I think my first time getting here. So yeah, no practice and just bombing through all the spell cards. Here I'm again, yeah, this is my first time, so you can tell I'm reading through the dialogue. Okay, again, Eirin, crisscross bullets, so much crisscross bullets. It is so annoying. Okay, first spell card, pretty easy. I am, again, just move left to right, and then just, like, avoid the lasers. That's it. Okay. This part is pretty easy. Just make sure you don't run into like a stray blue bullet. Other than that, it should be fine. Pretty easy. Okay, Same Yugi life game. Honestly, this one I think is pretty difficult. It kind of requires like precise dodging, and especially with those big donut bullets, it's hard. And the hitboxes are scuffed. Kind of just bomb through this one. Okay, here, kind of the same thing as the previous spell card, except there's a little bit less bullets, I'd say. A little less small bullets and more big bullets. And you have unrestricted movement as well. Okay. Oh my Kane's device. I don't know if I'm saying that right. This one I think is pretty difficult when you're first trying it, but as you practice it gets a lot easier. It's kind of hard to judge, to do both, dodging both the bullets and moving in a circle. And there, I thought it was gonna go clockwise again, so I started going clockwise and then realized it went counterclockwise, so I just ran into the bullet. That was pretty funny. Here, I wait to see if it goes clockwise, and I see, oh, it's going clockwise. But I just ran into bullets. It's kind of hard for me. I'm a lot better at that now, but back then I was terrible. I mean, it was my first time getting there, so cut me some slack. Alright, here, this part is pretty easy. You can literally just move left to right, and you should be fine, if you find the red spot. But even if you can't, it's pretty simple. Okay, Apollo 13, this spell card is something else. So basically, Eirin just shoots a bunch of crisscross bullets at you, and it's really hard to dodge. And then not only does she do it once, not twice, but she does it like 3 times. And that's with Marisa and Alice. And it's really, yeah, it's just, this one you just have to be good at dodging crisscross bullets. no other way to really clear that, I guess. Okay, and the last spell card, Astronomical Entombing. So here, again, all these orbs are the sources for the bullets. So what I usually like to do is have Marisa destroy every single orb up to the top. But here I didn't really do that, and you can see I kind of regret it since I have to deal with so many bullets near the end. But once you destroy these orbs, you can then switch to yokai form and try to shoot down Eirin as fast as possible. Yeah, so if you don't shoot down a lot, this is what happens. It really becomes a mess. There's just way too many bullets moving in all sorts of directions, plus the purple orbs that are shot at you, bounce off walls. It's a mess. Okay, and then final spell card. This one doesn't have really any time point requirements. If you get there, you get to try it. And it's Forbidden Elixir, Houraisan Elixir. And let me tell you, this is like a perseverance type spell card. It's 100 seconds, maybe even longer because time slows down near the end. The first parts are pretty easy. It's only the ending parts that make it bad, which is what sucks. Here I didn't know what I was doing. I didn't know the lasers kind of flickered on and off, so I just ran into it on accident. But I'll upload a successful clear of Houraisan Elixir, and you can see how annoying it is because you have to every run takes like 60 seconds, but only the last part is hard. So basically you have like a 60-second wait time between every single time you want to try it. So it's pretty annoying. But yeah, anyways. Yeah, on to 6B, I suppose. Alright, and now for the second final boss, or 6B, stage 6B. And this is just even more difficult than 6A. In fact, I believe 6B is like one of the hardest stages and like final stages in the entire franchise. So that's pretty interesting. Again, starts kind of the same as 6A. A lot of free power points here. Okay, we get Eirin here coming in again with a similar kind of start. This time I do actually manage to stay in human form a little bit first to destroy the orbs, and that way there are gaps, but I still end up dying because I'm bad. Okay, this is just the harder version of Eirin's. Yeah, I mean, just dodge. I don't really know how to beat this one, to be honest. I don't have a good strat for this one. Alright, I just bomb it. Okay, here we get to fight. Here we see Kaguya, the final boss. Starting off this part, it's pretty simple. Just avoid the streams of red bullets. For some reason she wasn't really following me here, so I almost died there. Alright, here, Dragon's Neck Jewel. I mean, this one I think is really hard because you can get caught between the lines and the bullets really easily, and then you can't really do anything. Okay, I ended up bombing twice there. Yeah, I do really bad this run. Just like in 6A, I think this is also my first time getting to 6B, so no practice, I'm pretty sure. Here, I think the first wave is a little bit hard to dodge, but after that, everything else is pretty easy, as there are less bullets. Okay, Buddhist Stone Bull. Try to find the biggest gaps possible because you're gonna need it. The stars don't really move in straight lines either, so it's a little bit weird. I wonder if I beat that. I should have died there. Don't know how I didn't die. That was clearly in the hitbox. Alright, managed to beat that one. Pretty nice. Okay, this mid spell section is I think it's pretty difficult. You have a bunch of bullets just rain down on you. I think I get pretty okay. I get pretty lucky here on the first two ones. Let's see if I manage to get a third one. I do. Let's see, last wave probably. Okay, I managed to evade everything. Usually I have a lot more trouble with that one. Okay. Here you kind of just want to move from left to right. You want to keep moving left, and then when you get near the edge, dash over so you can start moving to the right. I didn't do it really good there. You want to make sure you dash over. There, I thought my invulnerability would last a little bit longer, but it didn't. So I had to bomb there. Okay, this part, it's you have bullets coming up from above you, below you, sorry, as well. So you gotta watch that as well. But since it's mainly just a little bit of blue bullets that she's shooting at you, it's not too bad to watch both of them at the same time. And kind of just make sure you're in a clear space. Okay, Shallow Crowie's Shell, Cowrie's Shell. Don't know how to say it really. Like with a bunch of other these names. Here, just find your way through the gaps and then try to put yourself in a position where you can move through both of these rows of stars. There, I move a little bit too much to the left and then I get hit by the laser. And having to bomb again. Like bombing the 4th time in a row. Okay, final spell card. Our last, besides all the other ones. You know what I mean. Rainbow Daimaku. Bullet Branch of Houraisan. Rainbow Daimaku. Here, I think it's not a timeout spell. I think you can actually kill Kaguya here, but with Marisa and Alice, it's basically a timeout spell since you barely spend any time under Kaguya. Anyways, it's just moving from left to right, and then dashing over. Finding the right time to dash over, especially when when the bullets change here, it becomes harder to know when to dash over. I like to do it as soon as I cross into a new section, so I'll see if I can explain that. So as soon as I'm entering this section, I dash over. There we go. Because it's a new section. There, I get hit there. This one is pretty hard. I think you have to make a lot of precise movements. You have to make like so many, and without making a mistake once, it's pretty difficult. There again, I swap over. There, I get a caught there, a little bit too fast on the cross. Besides that, yeah, that's it. And now we have the final spell cards. And be ready to watch me get destroyed. Literally zero practice on this. I had no idea what I was doing. So I literally died within like 5 seconds for all of these. These ones you have to get into the middle of the gaps. And then if you find the right position, all the bullets will just go past you. And you have to do that 3 times. Okay, for this one you have to get in the middle and then move left and right as the red and blue lines are coming towards you. didn't expect that, so I just died. And there is one more, but since I didn't get it because I died too many times. But yeah, that's it for 6B, and that's it for Touhou 8, Imperishable Night. So yeah, this game by far I think the hardest out of all of them, but in terms of spellcard level, but since there are a lot of bombs and lives handed out, I think it's pretty easy to just bomb through the last, especially the last stage and stage 4. But yeah, overall really fun game. There's a lot more to this game, including the extra stage and last words. So I can't wait to tackle all of those as well, and to try out the other teams as well. So yeah, anyways, catch y'all guys later. Thanks for watching.